am a disciplined and patient market trader. I am calm and focused when trading. I understand that trading is a game of probabilities. I allow my trades to play or free of interference. Money flows to me easily and frequently from multiple sources on a continuous basis. I trust myself. All good things come to me. I deserve abundance. I am a disciplined trader. I always stick to my trading rules and my trading plan. I see the market clearly and objectively, free of bias. I am surrounded by money. Abundance is my birthright. Wealth comes to me from many different sources. I allow the universe to bless me with abundance now. I trust that I will create abundance. I am magnetic to money, and it is magnetic to me. I move from poverty thinking to abundance thinking. I am becoming more and more prosperous every day.
All right. Great grand rising to the royal family, Unc and Ma'at. This is your boy Mark with the C Blake. I am your humble servant trader here on Profits Before Sunrise, where we take only the highest probability trade ideas, executing them with discipline, patience, and consistency. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear me loud and clear, please drop a 111 in the chat over here on Zoom. If you can hear me loud and clear, drop a 111 in the chat. Okay, I see those ones. What's going on, family? What's going on, YouTube? To all the watchers out there, hello, good morning, good evening, good night to you, wherever you are in the world. This morning, Profits Before Sunrise, it's going to be diving into some information. I would say to you that this is for education and informational purposes only. This is not to be taken as investment advice. Trading is risky, it involves risk, and the past results do not guarantee future results here on this channel. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome each and every single one of you this morning to Profits Before Sunrise. Again, a show where we take only the highest probability trade ideas. And when we do take them, we execute them with discipline, patience, and consistency. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you've learned here today, if you like what we teach, if you like what we share, if it's of any value to you, please do go ahead and subscribe and give me a thumbs up. You can like this video or dislike it. It really matters not whether you like or dislike. What is important is that you give us feedback and let us know if what we're doing is valuable to you. All right. If not, let us know just the same. And please also feel free to share this information as far and as wide as you can, because we believe that financial literacy and financial independence is needed by all. All right. So with that being said, let's get ready to dive right into the markets. We're going to start off looking at a strategy, very, very simple strategy that I've been doing for multiple years now, a profitable strategy. But let me add that it is only as profitable as disciplined as you are, and as patient and as consistent as you are, it will be profitable for you. So let us dive in and kind of look and see what the market has in store for us today. And we're going to start off by looking at forexfactory.com, because there are three different types of analysis that we can go by. The very first one is fundamental analysis. We want to look at the news. We want to look to see if the market has anything that's going on in it that might adversely affect our trading day or trading session. See, we do an hour here, right? But the market is open all day, and you could be trading at any other time in the day. So it is good for you to check the news just to see if there's anything that might affect you while you're in the market. The trades we take here are binary trades lasting only 3 minutes. It's yes or no, right or wrong. This is not for pips. This is not about setting your stop loss and your take profit. This is about precision entries for 3 minutes into the market based on the direction that we're planning to take it. All right. So let's start off by looking at forexfactory.com. Today being November the 22nd. We're getting started now at 5:07. We're going to be finished at 6 o'clock. And I'm not seeing anything that could potentially affect us in that time frame. However, we do have some USD unemployment claims coming up at 8:30 a.m. And we also have a 10 o'clock a.m. USD revised UOM consumer sentiment coming up as well. 11:30 a.m. BOC. We have some speeches going on at 11:30 a.m. Today is a bank holiday for JPY. I want you guys to also be aware of that. JPY has a bank holiday today. All right. So we're going to move on. Ooh, look at this. See this? The timing is kind of off here. Match timing automatically. There we go. All right. Perfect. There we go. All right. Let's swing on over now to the currency strength meter. What is the currency strength meter? Well, the currency strength meter is exactly what it says. It is the meter of the currencies. It tells you how strong the currencies are, okay? And so we're looking at a very selective pair, right? Well, pairs. We have a couple of pairs that we are going to be looking at, 3 pairs to be exact. And sometimes we throw in AUDJPY and AUDUSD in addition to what we're currently looking at, which is EURUSD, of course, widely popularly traded currency pair, EURUSD. And then we look at USDJPY and EUROJPY. All right, so we look at 5 pairs. And when we're looking at the currency strength meter, we really want to find out which currency is actually stronger than the other, right? So if we're looking at euro against, let's say, for example, JPY, then we know that euro is stronger than JPY because we can see euro is at 10 bars, JPY is at 1. Remember, we also have bank holiday today for JPY, okay? If we have the first currency being stronger than the second currency, we're going to be looking to go up in the market. We're going to be looking to buy, okay? If we're looking at USDJPY, where USD is stronger than the Japanese yen, then again, we're going up in the market. And I might add with some serious momentum. because the US dollar is seriously stronger than the JPY. And then if we're going to look at EURUSD, well, this is where it gets kind of tricky for us, right? Because it's consolidating. Usually when the market is showing you that it's neither going up nor is it going down, instead it's going sideways, that's known as consolidation or accumulation, all right? And so we can see here, based on the currency strength meter, that that is a possibility with EURUSD. We could be consolidating. AUDJPY looking great. AUDJPY means we're going to the upside. And then AUDUSD could be doing what? Consolidating. You got it. So let's swing on over to TradingView. TradingView is a free platform that you can use to analyze your currencies. Now, you can also pay for TradingView and get some additional features and services with TradingView. I love this tool. Did I say I love this tool? I love this tool. TradingView is my go-to to analyze the market. All right. That's where I do all my analysis. That's where I draw, despite whichever broker I'm using, despite where I'm executing the trade. TradingView is the software for me to use to analyze the markets. So let's swing on over to TradingView now, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, it is free. So you can go, feel free to sign up with TradingView. As a matter of fact, you can click on the link below in the comments and I will provide you with a link for TradingView as well. All right. By the way, guys, again, if you like what you're hearing, if you like what you're seeing, like what you're doing, please do smash that like button and let us know. All right. It does help us as we tailor these trading sessions, lessons for you each and every single Wednesday at 5 a.m. sharp. All right. So let's head on over to TradingView. All right. So we're going to start off looking at, let me put this over here. We're going to start off looking at the currencies. All right. We're going to start off looking at EURJPY first, given that that currency pair has the greatest difference between the two. Well, EURJPY and USDJPY, they both have a very big difference between the two, EURJPY and USDJPY. And sometimes we can prioritize which one we're going to look at first, whether it be EURJPY or USDJPY based on the strengths. Okay, we can actually prioritize because time is of the essence here, guys. You don't want to waste a whole lot of time. We only have an hour and we only have about 2 to 3 setups that I've seen that potentially plays out in this time frame. We want to catch 1 to 2, possibly 3 trade setups in this time frame. So time is of the essence. You want to make sure that you have everything in alignment whenever it is you hit the charts. Do you have a morning routine? Do you have a pre-trading routine and a post-trading routine? I would suggest that if you have not done that, you should have that at least in place. Also, a trading plan. Ladies and gentlemen, you must, when I say must, you must have a trading plan. A trading plan is designed to ensure that you are at least planning what you're doing. You may not follow the plan, but at least you have a plan. That is critical. Have a plan. And then number 2, guys, I'll give you 2 tips before we get started here. Have a plan and have someone who is an accountability partner. All right. Ensure you have an accountability partner. Why? Because you will need someone in your corner. You will need someone who is able to say to you, hey, Mark, that trade doesn't look good. I'm telling you, you're going to want to have someone in your corner. And that is why we believe Beyond the Charts is really, really a good program because we are here to walk with you, to crawl with you, to run with you, to sprint with you. However fast you want to go, we are here to ensure that we do the best possible job at holding you accountable and teaching you exactly what it is that we know about the markets. All right. So let's head on back over to the TradingView platform. Start off looking at USD, JPY, and Euro JPY. I'd say EURJPY first because USDJPY has a down arrow on it, which is indicating to me that USD is losing strength. Okay. So here we are at EURJPY. We want to do what we call a top-down analysis. We want to start at the daily and work our way down to the 5-minute time frame so we have a good holistic view as to what the market is doing. All right. So as you can see on the daily, each one of these candlesticks, ladies and gentlemen, represents the movement of price in one day. If it is that you are not familiar with market structure, please, you can go and check that video out on my channel, Market Structure, and you'll understand exactly what it is and why it is we're doing what we're doing right now, if it is that you don't get it. All right. So let's fire off on what we're going to be expecting for the rest of the day. We're seeing price actually pushing up from where it is right now. I believe that price is going to continue to push up. We have been waiting and anticipating this run for a long time, and we got it. All right, we got it. I remember when we were expecting the breakout from this level right here, and we got the breakout. We got a retest at that level, but it just kind of stalled out and even started a very shallow decline. And then we broke structure right on this impulse here. From right here to right here, we broke the structure. Okay. And we retested, and then it was off to the races. So right now, I'm expecting that price is going to continue to push up at least until this level. It will then have to decide what next. Okay. And so from where we are now to there, it's 149 pips. All right. So we got quite some movement to go until we get there. So when we're doing our top-down analysis, I want to take the previous day into consideration. All right. I want to highlight the 4 key areas of the market. I want to identify the high. I want to identify the low. All right. That's the highest point and the lowest point price went to yesterday. And then the candle is red, which simply means that we closed lower than where we opened. We closed yesterday, our price closed off lower than when we opened. So therefore, the candle is red. It's going down. So let me go ahead and just quickly highlight these areas, the daily resistance and the daily support. These are 2 very significant areas when it comes on to the price chart, the opening and the closing of the candle. All right. So this is the DRS and this is the DSP, short for daily support and daily resistance. All right. All right. By the way, I got your message. I got your message about compounding yesterday. You know who I'm talking about. So we will look at that when we get some time today. All right. If possible. This is the daily support, not resistance. DSP. All right, good. The next thing we do is drop down to the 1 hour and look and see what's happening now. So as you can see, price was trending downwards. Okay, price was trending down, and then it broke that trend. It was no longer creating lower highs and lower lows. All right. Again, if you want to know more about market structure, visit that video, Market Structure, and we shall break it down to you. So right now you can see we are somewhat changing the characteristics of the market. We were going down. Now, instead of forming a lower high, which we did right here, we're creating a higher high. It broke this area and created a higher high. All right. So that's significant. So we could be changing direction. So for the last hour, which was at 4 o'clock, I want to identify what the price did. That was the high, that was the low. And in this situation, the candlestick is green, which means that we were bullish. You have bulls and you have bears. Bulls mean you're going up or buying or going long. Bears mean you're going short, you're going down, or you're selling the market. All right, so you opened and closed higher than where you opened when the candlestick is green. Therefore, you're moving to the upside. All right. So let's go ahead and label this as our 1 hour support area. This is the lowest that price came. And let's identify this as the high, the 1 hour resistance. That's the highest that price went to. And we could get some resistance there if price tries to get back to that level. And of course, guys, when you dive into our program, you're going to learn more about support, resistance, demand, and supply areas. If it is that you would like to learn more about what we do here, just drop in the comment, learn down below. All right. And we'll gladly reach out to you. Because we try to keep this family of traders very tightly knit. It's really like a family here, and we learn and earn together. Okay. So if you want to be a part of that, just drop learn in the comments below. All right. So we have a bullish candle, and now we are dropping for EURJPY. We're going down. Let's go to the 15-minute. You can see we are going down right now. All right. And a possible area that we could get some rejection is where you see all these wicks. All these long wicks are indicating that there's a lot of resistance there. Okay. Let's head on to the 5-minute really quickly so I can see if there's any potential setup or ideas we can snag. All right. So look, we're consolidating. We're somewhat moving to the downside, right? We are buying the market though. So we're looking for a potential shift to the upside. We're looking for that shift when the market can reverse and continue to go up. In order to find that place, I must find the low. This is the lowest that price went to, and this is the lowest where the body closed. This is known, ladies and gentlemen, as my zone, my area that the price could actually turn around. So where you see me having this box, that is potentially the area price could turn around at. Okay. So be very, very, very keen about the fact that price could come in here and then start to push back up. It also corresponds with over here. This is where the market had a slight bit of a push up and then a retracement. It came up here, it pulled back, came back up to here, it pulled back. It broke that area, which would be this area right here, broke that area, came back, retested it, pushed up, broke that area, then tested that area multiple times. We're back there again. Okay, so we could get a reaction out of this area to the upside. Ensure that your broker is up and ready. Ensure that your investment amount is secure. How much are you willing to risk on this trade? Is it 1%, 2%, 3%? Ensure that you have that figure down and you're comfortable with it. Part of the reason why so many traders suffer anxiety and fear when they're trading is simply because their risk is too high. You want to make sure that you're trading what you're comfortable losing. Yes, you will lose. There is a high possibility that you could lose this trade. So are you comfortable with the loss? Are you comfortable with the amount of money that you're putting in your investment amount to lose it? But Mark, I'm not doing this thing to lose. Well, that's where you're going wrong right off the bat, guys. Remember, past results do not guarantee future results. Trading involves risk. So with that being said, guys, it is now 5:25. We want to look at the 1 minute chart just to see if we're going to get any form of a convincing candle pushing up in our direction. 3 minutes is set on the clock just in the event that we do get some form of indication that the price is ready to turn around. And as you can see over here in the 1 minute, price is starting to move up. It's already taken off, guys, on EURJPY. All right, so you want to execute your position on the closing of this candle, and you want to take it up for 3 minutes. All right, so that position is coming up shortly. Be very ready and aware to press the trigger in 3, 2, 1. If you got a convincing candle, ladies and gentlemen, if you got a convincing candle, you could have taken that trade. If you did not get a convincing candle, you should not have taken that trade. We did not get a convincing candle here. As you can see, it turned red and it started to drop, indicating to us that there is a possibility for price to go down lower. How much further could it go? Well, the floor of the rejection candles, as you can see on my 5 minute, is right here. This candlestick is the lowest point that price came to. Look closely, right here. So price could come right back down to there and then turn around just like it did here, 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 and here, and here, and here, here, and here. It could keep on doing that. So we're not going to just assume it's going to go any further because it has proven that this is a strong level. Now, once it breaks that level and goes lower, then we have to look to the left to get it right, to say, okay, if we're going to break this level, where else could we go? Well, it could only be back down to this area. This shaded area you see me have here, that would be the next possible area to get in for that trade right there, okay? So you're having a reaction here or a reaction down here. Now, if you did not get in, you can reset for another 3 minutes, right? To ensure that you get into the trade. You can reset your clock to ensure that you get into the trade. But now you would only have 2 minutes. All right, you'd only have 2 minutes. So once you have a convincing candle at the 58 second, you'd only have 2 minutes if this is green. Only 2 minutes. I only trade 3-minute candle positions, so that wouldn't be a trade for me. It means that I am going to have to exercise patience and wait, all right, for the next opportunity. But if you're so inclined to take 2-minute trades or take 1-minute trades, guys, feel free. All right, feel free to take it. This would have been your convincing candle, 527, and you can see that she's just running away right now. Are you comfortable getting in the trade for 1 minute? Some people are comfortable getting in the trade for 30 seconds. All right. So it's really up to you. What we're looking at right now, however, is we're looking at the 1 minute that was oversold and pushing up. And we're looking on the 5 minute that's currently still oversold and pushing down, indicating to me that price may not necessarily be ready to push up as yet. But look at where it's at. It's literally right at the base of that zone. So let's see if she wants to give us that push up on the next candlestick, which is at 530. And typically, ladies and gentlemen, that's where we usually see reversals. We usually see reversals at the 530 mark, the 545, or the hourly. All right, let me go ahead and double check the currency strength meter, see what we're doing here with EURJPY. EURJPY is still pushing up. We have 1 bar for JPY, and we have 9 bars for euros. So we're still looking positively strong for the buy. So let's just be patient and wait. So now that we're at 530, this is the last candlestick. This is absolutely the last candlestick that we have before we can start considering another opportunity to get in. So I'm seeing PO is 35%. Okay, 35%. Well, yeah, leave that alone. We'll go on to another pair after we finish examining this push up here. All right. So looking on the RSI on the 5-minute time frame, I can see now that my shadow is forming. So we're getting ready now to see if we are going to push up. See, it did not close. Notice it did not close outside of the zone. So this zone is still very well a good look for me. So I'm going to go ahead and select 3 minutes. 3 minutes is selected on the clock. Go ahead and select 3 minutes. All right, I'm going to wait now to see if this candlestick is going to give me a green candle. If it does, then it's a potential entry for me. If it doesn't, then I continue to wait. All right. So the 58-second is approaching. I usually like to get in on the candle right before the candle starts, the next candle. This is a 5-minute candle over here, and this is a 1-minute over here. All right. A 5-minute candle is made up of 5 1-minute candles. Okay, so that was not green for me on mine. So let me go ahead and select another 3 minutes, and that would take me directly to the end of the 5-minute candle for 5:35. I can see that there is some reaction here, guys. You can see it. You can see that there is some reaction here in this zone. Oh, look at that. She's taken off, guys. She's taken off out of the zone. Did not quite give us the opportunity to get in, but hey, it is what it is, guys. Let's just see if she's gonna give us that pullback. She's gonna give us that pullback. So you can attempt to get in on this big long candle and continue taking it up, or you can wait for the pullback. If the pullback is gonna come, it's gonna come just about where you see me put my dotted line. All right, so you could wait for that if you wish, or if you desire, you can wait for that. So that was the candle that closed. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry about that over there on the other on the they do that all the time, don't they? Oh man, I'm sorry guys. All right, let's go to another pair right after um right after this haters. I know guys, I know. I'm sorry, you two. I'm talking to my my students over here. I'm talking to the family over here. They're cracking me up. All right, so let's swing on to another pair. Let's look at USDJPY. You guys got USDJPY? Let me know. Oh, and look at this. Look at this. Let me know if you guys got USDJPY. All right. So for USDJPY, we're also looking for buying opportunities. And we're going to be looking for 3 key areas for price to actually give us that move. We're looking for the floor, we're looking for the high, and we're looking for the area that we are possibly retesting, which would be this area here. All right. So here is what we're looking for. This is a low. This is a high. This is where we retested. Price came back down, tested it, and now we're pushing up. So this trade idea for USDJPY for the buy is already gone. It's gone. All right. We would have had to take that opportunity right here. All right. By the way, this is a candlestick pattern with this doji. This usually indicates, guys, that there is a reversal when you have a doji, especially looking like this, a pin bar with this red and green beside it. This is literally a candlestick pattern. And in our program here, it's required that you learn these patterns, okay? Price always tells a story. All right. These candlesticks are telling you a story. So we have already missed this move. So let's move on to another. Let's look at EURUSD. So EURUSD, as you can see, guys, it is creating lower lows and lower highs, which is indicating that it's selling. It's going down. All right. So where could we be going down from here? Well, I'm glad you asked. Here's the ceiling. Here's the floor. We also have a slight ceiling and a floor here. By the way, guys, I'm about to clear that trade in 3, 2, 1. Cleared. Cleared on the EURJPY that we just took. It was pretty close though. It was pretty close. Let me go back to it real quick so you guys can see. Guys, I can't make this stuff up. We have to enter with such precision on the 5-minute candle, such precision that a lot of people might say what we're doing is impossible. But it's not, guys. You just saw what we did within 3 minutes on this candlestick chart. We sniped this entry right off this floor within this candlestick and cleared. So that's one clear for this morning, guys. Let's carry on back to Euro USD. Oh, let me show you guys what I mean by clear, by the way. I know, right? It ran off. So see, this candlestick here was the big candlestick I was telling you about, right? You would have had to wait for price to pull back, or you would have to get in on the closing of this candle. If you got in on the closing of this candle, it was close. 1, 2, 3. Depending on where you got in on this, it was close. But if you waited like I did for the pullback, then guys, 1, 2, 3, that's a clear. Okay? That would have been a clear. But we'll look at that some other time. Let's get back to the market real quick so we can see if there are any other opportunities that we can snag. All right, so let's get back to business. Let's get back to business. Mr. Ellis, don't start. All right, so watch. If we're looking to take the market down, there are a couple key places that we must take into consideration. This is the low. This is the high. This is another high. This is another low. So as we were making our way back up, doing what we call a retracement, see, this is what we know as the impulse. That's the impulse. This is the retracement. Okay? This is another impulse. If we're selling the market, we want to catch the impulse down. Does that make sense, guys? So we have to find another area that we could potentially get into the market. Well, we would have to wait for price to come back up to here, or we would have to wait for it to get to here, or we would have to wait for it to break and retest here. So multiple different places that we could see where the market might turn back, and if it does, we can get in these green areas, okay? Until then, we wait. What are you waiting for though, Mark? Well, I can set an alert to let me know when the RSI is in a condition known as being overbought. When the market is overbought, it's a good indication that it will turn around and start selling again. So my job is to patiently wait until that time comes around. That's all I have to do. Seems simple, right? Yeah, right. Let's just wait patiently to see if we're going to get that pullback. So that's Euro USD. We're looking to sell that. So we went through USDJPY. That already moved, but we can wait for another opportunity. I'm going to actually enter another alert. I'm going to enter another alert for that opportunity. All right, let's remove all inactive trade alerts. Okay, let's go ahead and set an alert here. Good. Let's edit this alert. Let's edit this alert for crossing. And we're trying to buy, so we need to be crossing the 30 upwards. Okay. And so we wait on that. So we're bullish on USDJPY. We are bullish on EURJPY. We're bearish on EURUSD. Let's see what AUDJPY and AUDUSD has in store for us. Remember when we looked at the currency strength meter, AUD was full blast and JPY was 1 bar. So it's very strong. So as you can see from the chart here, it's a lot of momentum to the upside. So AUD is super strong versus the Japanese yen. Okay. So as we look for a place to get in for this trade opportunity, I can see that there's a ceiling there and a floor here. That's the first thing we want to identify, ladies and gentlemen. Where is your ceiling and where is your floor? What's the ceiling? Ceiling is when you're moving up and you cannot go up anymore. That's the ceiling. Go up, get rejected, drop. The floor is where you can't go down anymore. You're going down, you get rejected, you go up. So right now, if we're looking for a bullish opportunity, we need to see price come back down to the floor and then push up. If it doesn't make it to the floor, we want to see it break out of the ceiling. And very importantly, you need to wait for it to retest that very said ceiling, which now turns into a floor, might I add, and then take the market up. Okay, so we're looking for an opportunity in this zone, this area here, and in this area here. All right, and I'll also set my alert for that time. So Mark, how do you know when it's time? Because I just set my alert. I'm glad you asked. When I set the alert, it tells me it going with it's a very obnoxious, loud ring that TradingView gives you to say, hey, look, it's where you want it to be. And in addition to that, you can actually set your mobile device up. So it tells you as well. So if you have to go and you're on the go, like I'm going to be in a couple of minutes, 15 minutes to be exact, I'll be off the air and heading off to do the family thing, get the kiddos up and out of the house for school, right? Breakfast have to make and them things. So I'll not be focused on the market. So I'll have my alerts set to let me know, hey, I'm where I am. I can easily pull out my phone, boom, enter the trade, and I'm done. Put the phone down, win or lose, 3 minutes. All right. So that's AUDJPY, and you can see she's making her way up right now. Let's go on over to the very last currency pair, which would be AUDUSD. AUDUSD should be consolidating based on the currency strength meter, but again, oh, what do you say? Clear AJ? All right, that's what's up. Cleared AJ again. So you cleared AJ twice, multiple trades. Let's go. All right, so AUDUSD, we can see that price just retested a ceiling right here. So remember the 3 spots, guys. Always find those 3 spots first. Where's your low? As in you're finding your impulse, What's the impulse? I showed you. I'll show you again. That's the impulse. You're pushing up, you're pulling back. Where did you pull back to? You usually pull back to. Usually, guys, doesn't always happen perfectly, but as you can see, it does happen perfectly sometimes. Well, it pulled back to that price once, pushed up, pulled back to it a second time, and pushed up. That would have been an ideal opportunity for you right here. We got to it just a bit late. Sorry, guys. Right? But that would have been an amazing opportunity, taking the market back up. As you guys can see, absolutely fantastic trade right off the floor, heading back up. The next opportunity would be when price breaks this high, retests it to continue heading up if she so desires. All right. RSI was looking good, came back down, hit the 30% line, and took off. That, my friends, was your trade. Sorry we missed it. All right. And she's off. Sorry we missed it. I hope you guys over here on Zoom caught that. AUDUSD didn't quite get to it in time. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. But this was just an absolutely fire trade. If I could have traded AUDUSD using my broker, I would have taken that trade 100%. I'm not betting 100%. All right, stop. Don't think I'm going to be doing anything of that sort. 100% of a good trade. If I was going to invest my money in this, I would never risk more than 1 to 3% with the possibility of a gain of somewhere between 1 to 2%, 1 to 2 point something percent, because clearly you don't get paid out 100%. On my broker, you're only making 85% return. What does that mean? It means that if you invested $100, you'd have made $85. Okay. If you only invested $1, you'd have made 85 cents. If you invested $10, you'd have made $8.50. All right. So just to give you some perspective there. So AUDUSD is already fired off. If you're going to take that trade, it would have been right here. If you're going to try and take it again, the next opportunity would be right there. All right. And that's about the size of it, guys. The time now is 5:46. Do not see anything lined up right now in the immediate. Right now, I don't see anything lined up immediately. I would need to see price pull back down to here to give me some confirmation of moving back up. My RSI will need to be triggered, which very well could give us another opportunity for USDJPY. EURJPY is dropping. Let's see if she's going to continue coming down to the next floor. So you guys can see she gave us the reaction that we wanted, just enough to clear this trade. Then she started to tank again. No problem. Maybe she's coming back to this zone. If she does, then we'll be ready for her. Remember, this is chess like. It's not checkers, ladies and gentlemen. We are prepared a few steps ahead of the market. All right. We are not chasing down the market. Let me add this real quick. We're not running down the market. We're not chasing the market. We're not trying to catch up to it. We are already ahead of the market. We know what we want. We are waiting for what we want. We know how to execute our strategy, and we're just patiently waiting. See, win or lose, we're going to be consistent at what we do. Therefore, we can actually track what we're doing. You see, you can't track inconsistency. You have to know the numbers to be able to grow the numbers so you can become profitable. So you need to be consistent. I would suggest get a journal, guys. If you don't already have a journal, get a journal. Write your trades down. If you don't feel like writing it on paper, make sure that you have a file, an Excel file, or you have a log of your trade where you're writing down your results. And not only your wins and your losses, writing down your emotional state of mind as well. It's called biomarket feedback. How are you feeling in the present moment when you're trading? How are you feeling? Are you anxious? Are you excited? Are you unsure? Are you positive about what you're doing? Are you confident in what you're doing? Write that stuff down, because when you go back to analyze your day, when you go back to analyze your trade ideas, it will make sense to you why some trades are winning and why some trades are not winning. All right. You will get to learn. And not every time you get an L or you take a lesson, there is something to learn. Guys, sometimes the market does what the market does, right? It just will do whatever it wants to do. Just let it be. You took an L. Wonderful. Welcome to trading. Prepare to do it all over again. Now, if you don't have a winning strategy, this is never one. If you've never used this strategy before and it's not a winning strategy for you, then you might want to look into why you're constantly losing. But just because you take a few losses, guys, doesn't mean your strategy is not working. It means that you're being tested. Trustyourtrade.com. Do you believe in what you're doing? Are you confident in what you're doing? Because if you're not and you get shaky, then the market is going to weed you out. All right? Weed you out. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let us look for the next 10 minutes before the closing of this session to see if we're going to get another opportunity here. So EURJPY is falling as it is doing. Wonderful. Let's see if it continues to head to this area, and then we're looking for signs for reversals. All right. Now, Mark, what if it breaks that area? Well, if it breaks that area, we need to start looking to see if we're going to make our way down to the moving average, which is here. Okay. There is a theory that the market could pull back based on the Fibonacci retracement. We're on an uptrend, but the question is, where are we going to retrace to? Well, we can find that out by using the retracement tool. And the retracement tool is going to measure the distance that the market will travel before it turns around. Remember, impulse, retracement. Go back to the market structure video. It teaches you all of this. All right. We're currently right now at a very famous level, the 61.8. This could potentially be where the market wants to retrace to. All right. This was your impulse, and the retracement is working its way back down. As you can see, this is the 61.8 level, 61.8%. If it came all the way back down to where it started, which is down here, then it would have retraced 100%. You guys get that? So currently right now we're at the 61.8. If we're going to continue moving to the upside, this is a good place to take your trade, the 61.8. If it breaks that area, I'm looking for the 70.6 or the 79. These are my 3 areas of interest. I call them the zone. Red, green, and gold. All right. So let's see if she wants to respect this area. And you can also recall we have a daily resistance from our top-down analysis. We have a daily resistance line here. This is also a very good place to take your trade within this area. Now, if you're doing leverage trading, which means you're trading for pips, this all works just the same for leverage trading as well. See, binary is just really teaching you how to get into the trade with precision. It's teaching you entries, how to analyze the market and get in the action with precision. But once you get in, you can now utilize your leverage skills to identify how many pips from here would you possibly collect. That looks like a 20 pip push to the upside before a possible rejection. All right, this is where price went to the highest point and then turned around. There's also a 1 hour resistance point right there. So if price pushes up from here, that's a potential place for a reversal. It's 20 pips. If the price continues to push down, then I'm looking for this area as my floor to test. All right, so if I go lower than this, then it could be that I'm just wrong and the market doesn't want to actually push up as yet. Okay, so if I were to enter for a leverage long position, it would be right in this area. I would take it up for 20 pips, 24 pips, call it 25, but 24 pips. And I never want to risk more than, I don't want to risk more than I'm willing to gain. So if I'm gaining 24 pips, then I don't want to risk more than 24 pips. That only makes sense. So this is giving me more than enough space to set my stop loss for my leverage traders out there. So I could actually pull this up a little bit lower. So I could be at 15 pips. 15 pips would also be a good level. So let me actually set that up. 15 pips for my stop. And I could do a 1 to 2. So let's say 30 pips for my profit level. That's it. So that's what my leverage idea would look like. Okay. All right. If you want to play it safe and assume that the market could pull down to the daily resistance level, then you could see how far that is from your entry. That's 48 pips. 26 pips, sorry. Can you stomach that 26 pip, right? If you're following how I teach, 30 pips is just about 3%. So can you stomach that drop? That's the question, all right? It's now 5:55. We got 5 more minutes until it's time to go. So guys, it is time for us to wrap the show up. I hope you guys got some value from today's session. I see we have a full house over here on Zoom. All right. I hope you guys had an amazing session. Drop your results in the chat. Let me know if you guys were able to pull the trigger on any of these trade ideas. I was able to get one trade off. So 1-0 for me today. That's a 3% growth on the account, right? Looking good. Looking good. So drop your results in the chat. Let me know. Drop your results in the chat. Let me know. All right. I see 4-0. That's what's up, brother. Yes. So we need to talk about the compounding today. All right. Do remind me. Give me a call. All right. So we're seeing price still dropping, not ready to turn as yet. So we wait. And this doesn't mean that it's going to go any lower. This could turn around right here and start pushing up. But we just wait. Be patient, guys. Be patient. Be patient. Let's see what the currency strength meter is reading now. All right, so euro has lost another bar, plus it has a down arrow. Majority of what I'm seeing right now on the currency strength meter has red arrows except NZD. So we can expect euro to lose some power, some strength, but all in all, it should be still pushing up, right? So let's see. Using my fibs from low point to high point, we're currently now pushing at the 79. So we're literally at the 79. I love to take trades off the 79. If it retraces 100%, no problem. That'll be the last place that I'm looking for price to give me that move. If I'm going to look at another opportunity to get in for this buy, I'm going to now have to take this entire move into consideration. So my fib would change from where it was to all the way down to here. And then I'm looking for a pullback to the 61.8 here. Okay. So we could continue moving down, 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 down to the 61.8 here, and then we push up. Or not, we'll just have to wait and see. All right. If it does, though, this would be a nice trade. This would be a nice trade back to the upside. A lot of pips. We also have a potential ceiling here. Okay, so for my leverage traders, we have another ceiling here that we could come back and test. For my binary traders, we are literally at the zone right now. We are oversold significantly, as you can see. So we could get a big push up off this floor, a big reaction off this floor to the upside. We have a lot of imbalance that we're going to need to fill. This looks like a pretty awesome trade for EJ. All right, let's go. And the 1 hour is dropping as well. Looking good. All right. So great, 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 great morning, guys. It is now 5:59. That is my time. What can I say, guys? It's been a pleasure. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel, turn on that bell so you can be notified whenever we go live, so you can actually join us each and every single Wednesday right here, 5 a.m. for Profits Before Sunrise, where we take only the highest probability trade ideas, executing them with discipline, patience, and consistency. Ladies and gentlemen, may the divine forces in me greet the divine forces in you. May you all manifest each and every heart's desire. Ashe family, one love. Have an amazing rest of your day. This is your boy Mark with the C. I'm out, guys. Peace. By the way, you see how it's starting to move? Look, see that? See the green right there? Keep your eyes on it, guys. Wait for that turn. Wait for it. Wait for it.